Bubba, what you cooking, man?
What's up, fellas? Good morning. Tuesday morning. Welcome, Iron Minds crew. How y'all doing this morning?
Morning.
Good morning. Good
Nick
morning.
on the
Good
Nick
morning.
on the bike, stationary bike. Lombard with the headset, about to go outside. Pedro already outside. Pedro, what's up, my friend? How you doing?
And I'm doing great. And apologies, it is windy, so nothing I can do about that. But it's a beautiful day here in Central Texas. It's a crisp 62 degrees with a nice breeze. So glad to be outside again, man, and not have to be bundled up. Even though I know it's not going to last long, hey, this just means we're getting closer to that warmer weather. I love the warmer weather because I love being outside. But it's a great day here with you, gentlemen. Yeah,
Hey, I'll tell you what,
What
dude.
about you, Mr. Gray?
Congrats to the microphones you're using because they can't even hear the wind. So technology's crushing it this morning there in Texas.
Samsung for the win.
Yep, doing great. So check this out. So I got cleared to work out, like full workouts, which is cool. Had my first workout last Thursday. Did 75 push-ups, 15 modified pull-ups. Did some sit-ups and some couple of different crunches that I was doing. And man, like, it is nice to be back, baby. It is nice to be back. Feels good. I know, very, very excited about that. Nick, you running the bike there. Very good. Getting ready.
I feel the same way though. As anytime you take a break, those first few days back feel like like you lost everything you ever had. You'll never feel the same. And then all of a sudden you're like a couple weeks in and things start to click again. And the next thing you know, you're right back where you started and ahead of where you started. But it's that momentum of catching up before you even get all the way there. It's that momentum that feels so good. That's what keeps me coming back.
Well, I'll tell you, I definitely feel sore, and I feel like I'm starting over again. But man, it feels good to be sore. I always tell my daughters, if you're not sore, you probably didn't do anything that matters. You gotta have a little soreness every once in a while.
Gotta have something
in the house. Good morning, my friend. What's the big news? Hey, listen, Jeff, you gotta wait. It's not time yet. I think I heard Thursday. So you gotta wait. You gotta wait for Thursday. Press conference on Thursday.
Press conference on Thursday.
Is this the announcement that you've been teasing us with?
Press conference on Thursday at noon. Yeah, so you got to tune in, find out what the heck's going on. Big news though.
Trey's going to be up there saying, "Asked and answered. Asked and answered." We're on the Super Bowl. Moving along.
Big news coming out of the Pacific Northwest. That's all I'm going to say. Big news coming out of the Pacific Northwest. So,
well, guys, if I can, I would love to share a story with you from yesterday.
Please do. Let's go. Let's hear it.
I'm going to post about this. I'm going to write about this later. But so I go to the pool to do my laps yesterday. And actually two stories. One, I'm obviously training for Ironman, but I roped my wife into training into doing a sprint triathlon. So got her in the pool, learning how to swim, doing laps together. Couples that suffer together, something. But after she was done, I continued on with my drills. I'm getting tired and whatever. And I look over in the lane next to me, and there's this dude just absolutely ripping it. And he has one arm. One arm. I'm over here taking on water, doing like catch-up drills. And this dude is absolutely crushing his daily 1 mile swim with one arm. And so we caught up for a minute after, we're talking and saying when I'm training for him, really just kind of learning how to swim. And, he was telling me about some local events that he does and stuff like that. And I was like, brother, you are my no excuses hero of the day. And the way he looked at me was like I was speaking Greek because he didn't get it. And it occurred to me, he does not think of himself as a one-arm swimmer.
Right, he doesn't even have excuses.
He's just a swimmer.
Yeah.
And, I think about it the same way. The only times I ever refer to myself as a diabetic athlete is to encourage other diabetics to be athletes. But I think it was just what a great demonstration that we choose our excuses. And that the obstacles we face, they're not walls, they're decision points on what and how to go forward. So I just thought that was a story I really wanted to share with this crew.
It's a great point because our dear friends, whose mother unfortunately recently passed away, their youngest daughter was born with no arm below her elbow. And man, they've never made excuses or let her make excuses. And that little girl, she can do anything the other kids can do, anything. I was up at the basketball games last night up in school, and she's out there playing basketball and not one of the better players on the court. She's really good dribbling with one hand, of course, and can pass, and just no excuses ever. Ties her shoes, rides a bike, everything with one hand. And if you don't allow excuses, man, it's like you can get a lot done. That's for sure.
We get to choose the life we live. We don't always get to choose the path or how easy it is, but that pool is still available to the rest of us.
Yeah, I think there's that kid. He was in the Marines, and he was in Afghanistan at Abbey Gate during the withdrawal. I believe his name is Tyler. I forget his last name. He's gone on the Sean Ryan show, and I think he's got one arm and one leg. Like he's missing one arm, missing one leg, and he's been around. And he posts workout videos all the time of him using a certain strap. It looks like this entire process just to go deadlifting, do any sort of conventional strength training, but he's still out there doing it, showing people how to do it. Just the fact that he has to go through that process just to do simple compound movement or just do simple strength movements that we can do with all of our limbs. Those people are the excuse eliminators.
The things that we take for granted.
Yep.
There's that saying, those who can read but don't have no advantage over those who can't. It's the same way with fitness, or those who, I'm messing this up here, but we take it for granted, the fact that we can move, and so often that we don't.
Yep, so true. So true. Oh man, that's good stuff.
So I'm fired up today, man, because my excuses don't matter.
Got my little scar healed up here. Now I just got to get back to being in a little bit of shape. So it's exciting to be back. That's for sure. So Lombard, you're going to be a Manifest. Pedro, are you going to Manifest this year?
No, dude. I'm just sorry. I can't.
Sure. Okay.
I can't fork out $2,000.
Well, see, that's why you had to watch the Word on the Street shows. We raffled off a couple tickets. You could have won one for free, man.
I could have, but honestly, no, I'm not going to Manifest, man. It interests me, but only because it's a spectacle, not professionally.
Yeah.
You could have, I think if you did it early enough, maybe for next year, you should try to put in for a media pass, which is what I'm going to try to do next year, too.
Yep.
Someone told me that, too.
Yep. I'll make the introduction if you want to the people.
Yeah, actually, Trey, I would like that introduction too, because I am the media. By the way, right. I'm a media participant. I'm real journalism.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that for sure. My goal is to be the top referral partner every year for Manifest. Last year I was, which was exciting. Trying to get it again this year. And you guys would definitely push me. So I'm sure they wouldn't have any problem having you guys be media partners with the shows and the audiences that you guys have.
Hell
for
yeah,
sure.
let's go.
So, yep,
Yeah, I'm
that's
all about. I'll
awesome.
take that. Take that introduction. I didn't know they did that. Someone else mentioned
Yeah,
it like
man, dude.
literally last week. They were like, "Oh man, they do media. You should have done that." I was like, "Well, too late now, bro."
Yeah, I'd have done that for
I
you if
mean,
I'd
I'd
have
have to
known, man.
stay
My
in
bad.
Reno
That's
if
on
I
me.
want to go to that thing.
My bad. Nah, dude, you can stay with us at Treasure Island. You know? No, it's gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. Indie Trucker
Yeah,
will be in the
here
house.
it's a blast.
We're gonna try to get some karaoke going on Tuesday night. I gotta find a spot. Um, they have rooms, but they're pretty expensive. They're like $5,000, so you'd have to have a sponsor and that kind of thing. But we want to definitely get some karaoke and get Chris Thomas singing a little Tennessee whiskey, or Traveler, so, something like that. He's so good at Chris Stapleton.
Best
Sounds just
karaoke
like him.
singer in the industry, to be honest.
Dude, not even close. Well, I will say this. Okay, Jonathan from My Freight Staff. That guy's got some pipes. He's got some pipes. He sang "Ordinary People" in Indianapolis karaoke and absolutely crushed it. Like very, very, very good. Audrey's song used to be in our industry. She went into fintech. That girl can sing too. So we got some singers in this industry, and karaoke always kind of brings that out. You know what I'm saying?
And we have a harmonica player.
Oh, yes, we do. That's right, Lance Healy. He is a professional harmonica player. He carries 2 or 3 of them with him in his pockets everywhere he goes. Yeah. In fact, last year at karaoke, he pulled him out, and he was like the star of the evening, playing harmonica in like half the songs.
No kidding.
So, yeah,
That's awesome.
Carries them around in pockets. Yeah, that's a little shocking at first, but pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Which, to be
He's like that
fair,
guy from Blues Traveler. He's got that ammo
Yep.
belt that he crosses
Yep.
chest, but instead of
Pretty
magazines,
much.
it's full of different harmonics.
Pretty much. He just has them in his jacket pockets or his pant pockets or whatever. He carries them everywhere, dude. Pretty crazy.
which to be
Pretty
fair,
crazy.
he carries that harmonica with him. I mean, I don't want to, keeping it right in line with Iron Minds right there. When people talk about wanting to build habits, when people talk about wanting to make changes, the guy wants to be really good at harmonica. So what does he do? He doesn't leave his harmonica at home. He carries it with him. Any free moment he gets, it's harmonica time. You make it his time. That is utilizing your time to your best ability. Keeps that thing on him.
Yes, it does.
That's a statement right there.
Yep.
It's sort of like
for me next week. I got a lot going on. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. What's next week?
Just gonna say I'm heading out Sunday, playing golf with my buddy Wasim on Sunday afternoon. That's gonna be fun. We got Super Bowl Sunday night with the Seahawks in, kind of my adopted NFC team. We became friends when we lived in Portland. So that's pretty cool to see them back in. Plus one of my clients, Tyson Lawrence, he's a big fan and got a ticket to the Super Bowl. So he's actually going. Pretty excited for him. And then Monday, we got golf with some guys, a little Post and Pray Classic pop-up event. On Monday, we have the kickoff event to Manifest Monday night. We got the $1 Million Trucker Bar after that. A little nightcap Monday night with Nate Johnson, the crew at Freight Movement. Tuesday, all day at Manifest, just going crazy. Podcasting on Tuesday. Got Danielle Chafin on the show. Michael Lombard, we should get you on the show too on Word on the Street on Tuesday morning. I need to get you and Chris over there for the show. I'll have to send you guys a text message later on that. Got a dinner Tuesday night, possibly karaoke. And then Wednesday, I fly to Oakland with Tyson Lawrence, and we're going to do a documentary-style video shoot for him, get him some content. And so I'll be back home on Friday. So it's going to be a full week next week. I'm excited. It's going to be good. It's going to be good time.
I'm stoked for next week too. I'm in the middle. It's the same as last year. I'm in the middle of my quote unquote taper for the Austin Marathon, and I had a really great peak week. Later on the peak, like I did 50 miles of running last week. I set one goal last Sunday. Like a week from this past Sunday, or a week ago, I set a goal. I said I have to do 50 miles this week. I have to, no matter what. This is the volume I need. This is the volume I got to get. And I crawled for those miles. The hardest ones to get were the Monday through Friday. Saturday, I already knew I was doing 20. Saturday also happened to be a cold day. It was, we started, it was real feel 26 degrees on Saturday morning, but I knew I had to get that 50. But I can't, even with the travel coming up, I can't just let my foot off the gas 2 weeks to go till this race if I want to do what I want to do. And so I've got to time it up because I'm meeting up with, I'm flying out to Chattanooga tomorrow. And then, I'm going in the truck with Chris Thomas, heading out to Vegas. Either that Saturday or Sunday, I've got to get in either at one clip or throughout the day. I've got to get one last 10, 11-mile run. And then even at Manifest, Tuesday morning, Monday morning, I got to move. Tuesday, I got to move. Maybe Wednesday, I could take it easy because I'll get back Thursday. And then I got a shakeout run Friday. But like the last 2 weeks before a race is like, there's this like little fine line you got to play between how hard you can go, but also backing it off so your body can get a little bit more recovery. So I'm stoked for the next 2 weeks. It's another challenge.
Tuesday morning, we got Iron Minds. Remember, at a new time next week. It's going to be at 8 Central, 9 Eastern, just because we're over on the West Coast. It's going to be way too early. So it'll be a little later. And Nick, Pedro, hopefully you guys can join us for that one. But
I will.
Lombard,
I just may be from my desk.
You totally, that's fine. We'll have to find a meeting place to get together to do that. So you're going to Chattanooga to meet Indy Trucker. He's not picking you up.
Yeah, I'm flying out to Chattanooga. I'm headed to the clubhouse. I can't wait to
clubhouse.
Going to see the clubhouse. Going to see the TransStar. By the way, going to see the cab over we got. That I'm excited to go check out. Chad Keegan's been working on it. And you want to talk about this? Is just a quick shout out. You want to follow somebody on YouTube who leads by example when it comes to not just making content, but just doubling down on who they are. Like Chad Keegan as himself as a brand. I got to give him a shout out because of what he does, how it's transformed his life. I've been talking about this a lot going into the new year about why more and more people should create content. It has nothing to do with monetizing. It has everything to do with networking at this point. Like Chad is working on this cab over truck.
And opportunities.
And that's exactly what it is. Making content is precisely why I have my current job at Truck Parking Club. 1. 2, Chad himself is working on this TransStar. We have this cab over, and he is getting help from his fans. He has met so many fans and subscribers over the years who are helping him out with information, with parts, and all of that. And just think about that what that looks like in your job field or profession, which is also why it's important, which is also why we do Iron Minds. So this can be in people's feeds and people can network with us in this on getting better. But if you start curating content catered towards whatever industry you're in, who you can meet, who you can have conversations with, not talking about it from a strictly business point of view, but it makes you, it lifts your entire mood and spirit when you become friends with people. Because people who are consuming specific niche content are also in the mindset of wanting to level up in their industry. And so just by making and curating content towards your industry, you're going to end up meeting forward-thinking people on your industry that you guys can help each other win at. So I think it's really important for anybody who's thinking about content, thinking about a YouTube, thinking about making a channel or a podcast. Just do it.
Yeah, and think about Danielle Chafin. Probably a year ago, she started posting about the fraud in the trucking industry, and I mean, she is consistent about doing that. And now she's getting asked onto big time network shows. She's trying to talk to Secretary Duffy, President Trump, other people. I'm like, those opportunities never would have happened if she hadn't been consistently posting about something that she was passionate about for a while. And that consistency that she's done is really paying off, and opportunities that she's getting for extra visibility. And her subscribers have gone up, her followers have gone up, her engagement has gone up just because she's consistently posting about something she cares about. So, man, there's something to be said about that, dude, for sure.
Yeah, it's another one of those things you can do that is just when you lean into your passions. And this is why it's not even really it kind of runs parallel to fitness, but when you lean into your passion or what you're doing, or if you gamify it, maybe you don't like your job, you don't love it. These are ways to find, but you got there one way or another. You got to your job, you got into your position one way or another. And I'm talking even if there's a guy I've seen all over Instagram. He works at Papa John's. He like works at a pizza place. Maybe you've seen him, and he is like, and he makes videos of him like literally making pizzas, and it's just like him talking and stuff. And he talks about how much he loves it. Maybe he never planned on that. Did he want to do that growing up? I don't know. But he has aspirations now of wanting to be like a Papa John's franchise owner. And the way he talks, and he's got like a whole bunch of followers because he leaned into what he was doing. He leaned into what he was doing where his feet were, where exactly he was at the time. He met himself where he was, and he leaned into that. Now he's got these great channels, and it's probably going to lead him towards being a franchise owner one day because he cares and he's passionate.
It's awesome.
And so when
I love that.
And once you fine tune it from instead of just going out and outright complaining, because obviously you can't just go out there, hooting and hollering about stuff and being insulting. When you fine tune it and just organize it and dial it in, people want to work with that.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely 100% right about that. Dude, Nick, we can hear you, man. You're getting after it this morning, dude. We can tell.
Dude, I'm actually hitting like a low heart rate. It's just that dude, I don't think I slept 20 minutes last night. I am feeling it a lot more than I probably should be right now, but I'm actually at a pretty easy pace.
No, it's great, man. It's awesome. Love it, man. You know, Lombard, I gotta tell you, man. Just to get back to what you're saying, Lombard. You know, from 2020 until now, every opportunity that I've gotten for work, opportunities, especially for my consulting business growing, almost every one of them has come from social media presence and the brand that I built on social media. You know, it's like it really is amazing when you build a big network and when you are consistent with what you're posting. The people that are like-minded just kind of get attracted to that. You know, we tend to be attracted to the brands that represent us or that are like us. And so that's exactly what you're doing when you're building a brand too, is you're also bringing people who think like you and who care about similar things into your network. And again, it's like now you got good people around you who think similar to how you think. You know? And it's a powerful thing.
I mean, almost every nickel that I've made and every gig that I've done has been through, whether directly or indirectly, my social media presence or connections. And even the ones that I pursue from like a strictly sales perspective, there's still some sort of social media connection that directed me there in the first place.
Yep.
And the main focus on that too is the idea of not looking at it, because when we look at social media now, when we think of like quote unquote influencer culture, we think about utilizing social media and creating content as a means to make money. That's what a lot of people's aspirations are. I want to monetize. I want to, all this word about monetizing. We don't need to monetize everything. And so when you attack creating content using social media as almost like just a video resume of what you're doing at that moment, and for that connection purpose, that's what's going to happen. If you're setting a goal out of, I'm going to start making content because this is an avenue to be making more money, then it's never going to happen. Personally, I don't believe that that's how it's going to happen, because for people I know, and especially in the fitness space, who have monetized what they do with content and have brand deals, they never set out to do that. They set it out to tell their story, to help people, and mainly we're doing like personal training stuff. Like it has everything to do with, it's just like the mindset with the money thing. It's why lottery winners go broke. Like a lottery winner goes broke because their mind and their nervous system is not ready to handle that type of money, because they're wishing for it all the time. When you're wishing, if you're out loud saying, I need money, I need all this stuff, what you're telling the world and the universe is that you don't have it yet and it doesn't exist. But once you are living your life as if that money is already there, that's when it's really going to start coming. And it's the same thing with content. When you are saying, hey, my name is Trey Griggs, this is what my content is and stands for, you become that, then the connections start to come. And then that's where that money is going to come from. It's not going to come from making content, brand reaches out, we're going to pay you this. It goes, you make content, you're going to meet a bunch of people who are eventually going to lead you to opportunity.
I will tell you, and I think you probably get this too, Mike, that brands do reach out, and they reach out all the time. But it's like, hey, turn your social media channel into our social media channel, and we'll let you buy our stuff for cheaper.
Yeah, the ultimate, the ultimate indentured servitude right there.
I'm kind of liking this headlamp that Pedro's got on because we can kind of see where he's walking. You see what's going on.
I know that's why I got
I
this ring
like
light
this
for when I
thing
go
too.
outside.
But
Nice little addition
I
in
didn't
the morning.
used to need it, but they're not replacing the bulbs on the walking trail that I go on, man, and it backs up to woods, dude. And we have coyotes and all kinds of stuff. So for I don't know 4 months out of the year, it's like this. It's absolutely dark, man. And so I don't want to fall, and if something comes running, I want to be able to see it coming in at me. But I love it too, man. It's one of these. It's like a chest light, actually. It's got the
Oh,
reflectors
is
and all that
it really?
stuff on.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Nick made me think about it, honestly. So, thank you, Nick.
You're welcome. Safety first.
Safety first.
That's it, bro.
Nice. Nice. Oh,
But man, it's February. January's over. I posted a tweet yesterday that I wanted to come on here and kind of reference. It was, it's just a health and fitness related tweet about like your easiest access to make a change. And I said, it has to do with not drinking your calories, by the way. And so if you're looking for one thing, and on my last 2 podcast episodes ago, I talked about picking that one thing, and I mentioned it on our mind, setting the floor, not the ceiling, what you won't go below standard wise, as opposed to reaching for some big goal that overhauls your life. But we talked about excuses when we first started. Big thing a lot of people will say about how things have gotten carried away as they get older is, this saying about your metabolism slowed down. Oh, I'm older now, my metabolism slowed down. For anybody who thinks that, again, you're creating a reason as to why you can't do something. When you say things like that, when you say, oh, my metabolism slowed down, or this has happened, you have set a limit for yourself that you believe that is an arbitrary limit that is stopping you from wanting to do the right things. And metabolisms do slow down as you age, but not as much as we think. We have to think about when we're growing up from 0 to 18, especially, or even through college, undergrad, if that's what you do afterwards. And for me, it's like going into the 0 to that age, you literally cannot sit still. The idea of kids sitting still, we talk about that growing up, like through your entire childhood, you are outside on snow days, you have recessed during school. Literally, you have a part of school where you are running around outside. Let's think about that for a moment. And then maybe you join the military, you're in college, and a lot of people play sports in high school. So you are like by design active as a young kid. What stops afterwards, after college, maybe you did some club or rec sports, you still were moving, you were walking to class. After that ends, that period, we can call it the honeymoon period of life, it's not that your metabolism slowed down, it's that you slowed down. You stopped doing stuff like running around with your friends. Like the fact that we don't imagine if there was recess at work. Think about that. Mandatory running around playing freaking frisbee.
Yeah, half hour. That's right.
So I feel like that's a mental hurdle for people to get over. It's like, it is not your metabolism. It is not that. It is you have slowed down movement, whatever that is. Just as simple as running around with your friends at recess. So going into February, I want people to think that in case they think that there are limits in front of them, there are not.
We
Can you
tend
imagine
to
a job where they have recess built in?
30-minute pickleball. That'd be amazing. When we don't know how to take that step, we start building those limits around ourselves. We build our whole identity around it. And then it's just, oh, I can't because, at least for me, for such a long time when I was physically literally stuck on the couch, I just had to convince myself that I'm just not built like that. I can't do those things. And it became part of who I was in all aspects of my life. And therefore stayed stuck in all aspects of my life.
Yeah. Lombard, you were right on, dude. It's not that our metabolism slows down. It's totally that we slow down. It often happens when you get a full-time job for the first time. It happens again when you have kids. A lot of times we have kids, it just slows you down a little bit, and people never really pick it back up from that point. And, man, you couldn't be more right about that. It's like our metabolism follows our activity. And, man, when you're not active, your metabolism does slow down a little bit. You don't need as much food at that point, and people often don't, eat less. If you undereat, if you slow down, that will help you at least maintain a healthy weight and a lot of other metabolic metrics along the way. So dude, you're 100% right about that, man. 100% right. Oh. All right, boys, we're coming up on 30 minutes. Anybody got any words of wisdom for everybody out there?
Hey,
Go
man,
get in the pool.
Try something new. Don't give up. 1 and 2, try something new. There's a lot of new things I've already started doing this year. There's a new church we're going to. I'm trying to freaking learn Serbian. I'm taking like weekly lessons, doing something new, and man, it's been great. It just feels good to get uncomfortable and to do something that I'm not used to. Especially even outside the fitness world. Now we're talking about brain work. I'm trying to do some brain work. So don't give up and do something new.
I love that. Pedro, you got the last word this morning, man. What do you got for us?
Go do the hard things. That's all I got. Go do
the hard
things. And I'm sorry. Here's a better one. Go do the things you don't want to do. There you go. Go do the things that you know you need to do, but you do them like you love them, like the Papa John's guy.
That's right. That's who was it? I think Mike Tyson said, discipline is doing the things that you hate, but doing them like you love them. Like you love them, which is a total mindset. Like you can decide what you enjoy doing. Like even if it's something you think you don't enjoy, you can just change your mindset and decide that you enjoy doing it. So change that mindset, find your tribe, find your group. As we say here on Iron Minds, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. It's important to have that crew. We'll see you guys next week from Las Vegas. Let's go. Let's get out.